Well, you know, as the housing market declines, we have stories on it every day, right? Home repairs and minor remodeling efforts are actually on the rise. And cashing in on that growth, Mr. Handyman, which is, as the name would suggest, a handyman company, over 300 franchises nationwide, $63 million in revenue for that particular company last year. We have Mr. Handyman CEO Todd Recknagel with us here in the C-Suite sit-down this morning. Good to have you with us. So the theory is, or the logic is, people don't want to go out and buy a new house, so they fix up their own. Is that really what's happening? How do you see evidence of it?
Yes, we're seeing like a cocooning effect, actually, where people are staying in their homes and they're doing the minor repair and maintenance on the home that they have rather than doing large-scale remodeling. And so we're actually enjoying an up year this year.
You know, we're looking at some of your, we showed this before the break as well, some of you guys are getting out and aggressively advertising. That's a pretty famous face there.
That's right. We have Richard Karn, who was the Al Borland character on Home Improvement.
Right.
And he's our new national spokesperson, and we are just now running our first national television campaign this week.
All right, so why Mr. Handyman? Why would people opt to do that? Supposed to go into Home Depot, buying something, doing it themselves? I mean, what do you provide? Well,
actually, more and more people are in the do-it-for-me market rather than the do-it-yourself kind of thing. And so that's what happens with the Home Depots. And so a lot of folks, maybe your parents, my parents, could fix about anything. Maybe our generation could fix some things. But this new economy and the new generation can hardly fix anything. And so our service is very, very popular because a lot of homes in America have that to-do list hanging on the refrigerator and need it done for them.
Yeah, I got a kitchen cabinet that's, well, been sitting in the closet because it hasn't been fixed well. I went to Home Depot. That's a long story, but I'm in that generation of the incompetent generation, as it were.
Well, I wouldn't go that far to say that, Connell, but it's just easy to go to MrHandyman.com and just get a technician out to your home and have those repairs done for you.
And you got them all around the country. And this, again, we had a business like this yesterday. This is a franchise business, right? So tell us what the setup of it is and how it works for your franchisees around the country.
That's correct. We're a franchise, and in fact, we just opened our 300th location in the country. And we have franchisees that over the last 4.5 years, we've actually opened a new location a week.
Yeah.
And so we have lots of franchisees that are jumping in.
What's the pitch on it? I mean, on price? Do you compete on price? I mean, how do you get people to really want to use you as opposed to calling somebody in the Yellow Pages?
Well, we actually compete on quality and value. The service provides a very high level of value. We show up on time. Our technicians are background checked, bonded, insured. They have 15 years average experience, so it's a very, very high professional quality. You can see where our technicians show up in a marked van. And so consequently, our customers give us very high marks. We have a 98% satisfaction rate.
How about you, Todd? How the heck did you get into this business? You used to be investment banking, right? And then kind of made your way over to it?
That's right. I had been in banking and had financed a lot of different businesses, but I actually started into franchising by jumping into some franchise restaurants about 15 years ago and enjoyed that very much, and then made the switch by joining a franchisor. Mr. Handyman was started by Service Brands International, a company that also started the Molly Maid brand.
Okay.
And so I became president and CEO of Mr. Handyman about 6 years ago.
And before we run, we try to dig up interesting things about the CEOs we interview, and somebody told me you're a magician. Bring any cards or anything?
That's correct. No, I didn't bring any with me here today, but throughout my business career, I have used it on occasion. I was a magician as a young man in high school and college, doing shows all over, and so every once in a while I've been known to pull it out.
Fixer-up jobs are not just illusions or anything like that.
No. They're magically done quickly and on time and done right.
All right, Todd. Nice to meet you. Thanks a lot. It's interesting business. Mr. Handyman. So apparently doing well with the housing market slowing down, right?
Doing very well.
All right. Thanks a lot for joining us. We appreciate it.
Thanks,
all right. The Squawk Box is going to come your way next. But first...